So I wanted to do a video on Star Fox Zero's invincibility mode, but I held off on it because I wasn't sure how I felt about it. At first it just rubbed me raw somehow, it didn't feel right. But then I started talking to some of my friends, and I realized that anytime more people can enjoy a game, that is a good thing. And I'm not just talking about kids, for example, starting up a game that are if you really look at the gameplay footage, it just Star Fox Zero's control scheme is so different than anything else that even I was a little worried I may not be able to get the hang of it. Just because I don't want to play on invincibility mode doesn't mean someone else shouldn't be able to. They're empowered to do whatever they want. And honestly, Star Fox Zero isn't even the first game to do this. There are lots of games, old and new, that have cheat codes that do basically the same thing, so I don't see the difference. If the game allows you to select your difficulty at the very beginning and doesn't prompt you every time you die to turn on invincibility mode, then you and I, whoever wants to play on whatever difficulty we want to play on, is completely unaffected. I recently went back to Star Fox 64 and I played it on an emulator. And I remember the game being easy because when I was a kid, I beat it 1,001 times. And honestly, it's much harder than I remember it ever being. Now, I died multiple times, but eventually, with enough patience, I was able to get the hang of it and beat the game again. But when I think about this, someone else that could have had less patience for a number of reasons may have lost interest with the game. And there could be a number of reasons, not just because they're not gamer enough. For example, if someone works long hours, they may only have 45 minutes a week to play a video game. Or, if, not necessarily young, but it could be their first kind of game like this, and they just can't get the hang of it. And that would be the real shame if they missed out on the game because of life circumstances, whether it's time constraints or experience or age. We enjoy these games for a reason and we should want to share them with as many people as possible. And just as a side note, whenever I'm discussing games with people, it very rarely comes up. So, what difficulty did you play the game? Oh, you played it on easy? Can't talk to you about it. It doesn't make any sense. And sometimes when we play games, all we want to do is just escape everyday life. And I would be lying to you if I told you I never played Grand Theft Auto with cheat codes enabled. So really, we should just be hoping that Star Fox Zero is good on any difficulty. And if it is, and we do enjoy the game, we should just try to share it with as many people as possible. And honestly, this is more than just Star Fox Zero. This is with any game. We need to just stop worrying about how other people enjoy the game and just enjoy it ourselves or not enjoy it and then just be done with it. This is just my take on the whole thing. So anyways, this is John of John Tech News. See you next time.